Millions of Americans suffer from a disease that damages their ability to digest food.
It's triggered by eating wheat, so they must eat what is called gluten-free products. But how can they be sure what they buy is safe?
News 13's Cheryl Barber joins us with answers about what the federal government's doing to help. Cheryl?
After years of uncertainty for consumers, the federal government will soon require stricter labeling and testing standards for food claiming to be gluten-free. It's the buzz in a growing community of people helping each other live without wheat. Shannon Townsend spent years looking for safe food to eat after her diagnosis of celiac disease. She had to investigate each item to make sure there was no wheat, barley, or rye contaminating her meals.
I read a lot of labels, contacted a lot of companies, and asked them about their processing and where they got stuff from.
Shannon joined more than 600 people recently at this GlutenFree Expo at UNC Asheville looking for new products. Most with celiac disease can't handle the slightest amount of wheat contamination.
There are times and places where people say we have gluten-free ingredients, but it's not gluten-free processing. So if I eat it, then I'm sick afterwards.
Prior to last year, gluten-free was what I call the wild, wild west when it comes to claims on packages. Just because there is no gluten-free claim does not mean that it is not gluten-free.
Dietitian and gluten-free expert Rachel Began says for many gluten-free products on store shelves, there's no guarantees they're free of wheat contamination. But that's about to change.
Now we're very lucky that the FDA gluten-free labeling ruling has passed, which goes into effect in August of this year. That will truly mean that there is a very, very low amount of gluten to the point where it's safe for the majority of people with celiac disease.
The new federal regulation requires that any product labeled gluten-free have less than 20 parts per million of wheat contamination. That's a tiny amount, 1/500th of the amount in any package.
We really weren't in the position to be labeling anything at all gluten-free.
Kathy Cleary co-owns West End Bakery in Asheville. The bakery makes gluten-free brownies less than 15 feet away from the wheat bread makers.
The way that we have worked around this is to label things gluten-free with the disclaimer that everything is made in a facility that is not gluten-free.
$1.66.
There you go.
Thank you.
The bakery's cashiers also verbally warn people about the possibility of contamination when customers buy gluten-free items. Cleary says many of her customers are just cutting back on wheat consumption and don't have serious reactions to it.
We are making that disclaimer with the assumption that people are educating themselves about what their bodies can handle.
I purchased a variety of products labeled gluten-free, including loaves of bread, cookies, a packaged brownie, banana nut bread, and crackers. Some have labels from companies that certify the products are tested, but Ag Extension dietitian Kathy Hohenstein says to be safe, food producers list their address or contact information on the package so consumers can contact them about contamination concerns.
And that is appropriate if you have a question about any product, whether it's gluten-free or others, to contact that company.
The FDA is working with the restaurant industry to adopt similar standards of the limits on packaged food. We have links posted on our website, WLOS.com, for additional information about the FDA gluten contamination limits and celiac disease.